So here we have a Netgear wireless router. Everybody has them. You see them all over the place, but I tell you what, a lot of people don't know. There's gold in there. That's right. So you probably have one sitting in a corner of your house right now. And in fact, if you pause the video, you can probably go grab it and play along at home. It's really easy. They normally have some screws down in there, and either you find a safety bit collection or you find just a normal Allen bit collection. You can find them for pretty cheap, something like that guy there. We'll get you into a majority of the stuff you need to. It's actually going to be some of the easiest gold I've found to get to, besides those computer mice. If you guys haven't checked that out, check that out. But yeah, you'll see it everywhere. And as soon as you start realizing it is everywhere, it'll just pop up all over the place. It took me a little while. I came across a video a while ago, probably a couple years ago now, and I just didn't believe it. So I started doing some more research, and then I came across a few YouTubers, and I was like, no way. And then I started doing some tests myself, and I realized that they were not wrong. So yeah, this is normally all the flashy gold. Everybody sees that you want to go for this, and absolutely this very nice gold. If you guys get down in there, all those pins are covered in gold. Absolutely, for all you new guys, check it out. And you'll see a lot of ram sticks and stuff like that. But I tell you what really pays is paying attention to the hidden gold. This is all nice, and it's all fine and dandy and fun to collect this stuff up. But I tell you what, it's going to be in this material that you're really going to find a majority of your stuff, the TVs especially. So go check out those videos as well. All right, so we got the back all loosened up, and it just comes right off. That's going to be a piece of plastic. There's not much you can do about it. There was a couple screws in there, and we took them out, and that's just as easy as that. This is another one of those really easy ways to find gold. And this is going to be some more plastic. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about that. But I tell you what, let's get in on this board here. So absolutely, right off the bat, you guys are going to see this antenna. And I know there's going to be a connector in there, and we're just going to clip this guy off. This is going to be a little bit of steel right here, and there's not much more you can do about it. I don't know if there's anything in there. But anyways, it's mounted directly to the board, which is unfortunate because normally they have a gold connector in there. But what else does this board have? Let's see if we can get even closer. All right, so through the viewfinder, you're already going to see these IC style packs right here. That's right, they exist and they're everywhere. And these guys, every one of these legs is going to represent a gold bond wire for all you guys out there just beginning. That's right, it's there. And it's in everything. These 3-leg packs right here, they're going to have some gold bond wires in there for sure. And same with these guys down here. Why do I say there's going to be gold in there? Because there's going to be gold other places on the board. That's right. On these dual inline packs or whatever you guys want to call them. I know everybody calls them differently. But they're just flat packs. They'll go in the same process as that guy right there. Same with this guy right here. And this BGA. What makes it a BGA? Well, there's a ball grid underneath of there. That's right. But these are going to have gold bond wires. And that's going to be a silver crystal oscillator. They're really hard to get into. They're a bugger to deal with, but they exist and we collect them up. And you're going to see some MLCCs right here, which they're super nice. You collect those up. The newer ones tend not to have the precious metals in there, but hey, we don't discriminate. We collect them up as we go. And what else do we have on the board? Well, you're going to see these LEDs, and I'm not sure. They may have a form of gold inside of them. In fact, I bet they will. Some of them are a little harder to get to than others. The older style LEDs will actually have a really nice gold hair inside of there. But if you guys can see anything on that screen, let me know. Leave a comment down below because it is so much easier to see after I put these videos out. But what else are we going to have? Well, look at that. You're going to have some gold pins right here. They're lightly flashed, but hey, they exist and they're there. We don't pass them up. And look, they got friends too. They came with a whole pack. I tell you what, you add those guys up and they will give you some gold. And that's a super easy way to get some gold. These guys are going to have a little bit of copper spools inside of them, and they're not really worth mucking with. Every one I've cracked open has always had copper in it. I think they call it a Dallas switch back in the day. I'm not sure. But again, there wasn't really much and nothing on the back of the board. So what are we going to do? Well, I tell you what, we're going to crack into another one. So we got this guy here. It's nothing really special. Actually, it's just an updated version of the last one we took off. I'm willing to bet there's going to be even less material to be had in there, but we're going to get that screw out here. It looks like there's only going to be actually one screw. So a lot of these things are really easy to take apart. If you have the right tool and the right screwdriver to do it, they'll come right out and you can be on with your day. And so I think that's all we're really actually even dealing with at this point is that one screw. I'm not sure. I haven't actually taken one of these guys apart just yet. They all come apart pretty much fairly the same. And some plastic again, of course, there's not much you can do about it. But there's definitely going to be a smaller board in here, it seems, for sure. As electronics get newer, the boards get smaller, the materials are less. And that's just the name of the game for scrapping. It's, being able to figure out how to actually utilize the material you have, because everybody wants to score those CPU chips and stuff, and I come across quite a few of them in my travels, but uh, they're not everywhere, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't even have the option of getting stuff like that. So you really got to be creative. And so we're going to take a look. Chances are there's going to be a little bit of something underneath of here. I think this is going to be the back of the BGA. Why do I think it's going to be a BGA? Well, because there's a grid back here, and I'm pretty sure underneath of here, there's going to be a BGA. So we're going to get that little heat shield off. Chances are, if we get our magnet here, that's going to be, well, it's steel, but it might actually be stainless steel. So, hey, I tell you what, if you guys collect it up, you can do a spark test. Otherwise, it's just going to go on my scrap steel. So the top popped right off, and I'm just going around with my nippers and pulling it up, the rim off the board there. It'll usually come off kind of like them old tuna cans. I don't know if some of you guys are old enough to remember the old peel top cans, but hey, it just usually just peels right off of there, and you're on your way. Sometimes they're a little harder depending on what you're working with, but this guy shouldn't be too terribly bad. We'll get him out of here for you guys, and then we'll take a look, because I can see some goodies underneath of there for sure. Again, there's not going to be a lot, but hey, that's a little heat sink goo stuff right here. That's right. I don't want to muck with it with my hand, but hey, that stuff is kind of interesting. It keeps the heat off the BGA. Anyways, you get that out of the way there. We'll fling that guy over there. We'll take care of him. We won't leave it there. And then we got some tape on this guy. We'll peel that off of there so you guys get a look at that. All right, so right off the bat, we're going to have another one of them silver crystal oscillators. Again, they're kind of a bugger to get into, and I don't know much to say about them. I know everybody collects them, and hey, that's one of the most readily identifiable electronic components that's going to hold a precious metal. For sure, everybody sees it, and everybody wants to get a hold of them, so you collect them up. You don't get rid of them for sure, and there's a lot of other little surface mount devices here, and they may add up to something one day. Once I collected them all up, you guys can look up some videos on MLCC. Some do actually have some silver and some PGMs in them. That's going to be that ball grid that I thought was underneath of there. Again, you could do this guy off. If you don't know how to process that, go check out some of the other videos we have. And that's going to be another IC style. Again, those legs are going to represent a gold bond wire that goes into the center of that chip. That's why it makes it worth it. I know you're going to see some bigger MLCCs that has C for a capacitor on the board. That's how you know it's a capacitor. And I'm going to crack those guys off and keep them. You see some thick film resistors right here. I'm not sure exactly what they have inside of them. A lot of people say they have all sorts of different things, but until you do your research, you don't know. And I see what looks, I'm not sure. It looks like it's copper right down in there, and that's hard to say. So we're actually going to crack that guy open, because that's a clicky. That's a tactile switch. So we're going to want to see, because there's another guy here, and chances are that's going to have some gold in there. And if not gold, it's definitely going to have silver. It's got to have one or the other, and there's a couple more right there. So we're going to crack those guys open. I'm looking for my favorite little things. They are ceramic little gold band oscillators, and I'm just not seeing one on this board at the moment, and that's okay. They're not on every board, but hey, you keep your eye out for those guys, because they sure do add up. So let's get inside that switch and see what's in those guys. All right, so we broke open that switch, and for sure, if you look, those three tips right there on the board are definitely going to be plated in gold. I'm trying to find them. There they are. This guy looks a little more copper. I'm not sure. It may actually be a really thin plating of gold, like Enig gold. But these guys sure are gold. That was inside that one push button switch right there. So yeah, that's going to be a more free gold. So I tell you guys what, if you're learning anything new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because you guys know how this channel goes. So we're going to get these other switches taken care of and pile this all up and see what we got. So a tip, when you guys are trying to clean up all these gold pins out of these phone jacks and things like that, if you just crack around the base of them, that top part will come off, and you'll end up with this little, whatever you want to call it, that's kind of holding them all together. And if you just take your pliers and you grab that piece right there and give her a little shimmy jimmy, they come off. And then you can take your nippers and go along and just cut all those off and collect them up. And now I know all y'all are saying, hey, Scrooge, that ain't worth getting. Well, I tell you what, I've seen some of my uncles down in South Carolina work harder to get an oyster out of the shell than I did to get those gold pins off of those boards. So I tell you what, was it worth it? Absolutely. Check it out. We got a bunch of gold pins. I'm not sure what that copper is going to be, but hey, I'm not going to throw it away because it was connected to those other switches. We got that switch taken off. There's a few pieces down there, but one piece went flying to the shop. And those LEDs, for sure, those LEDs did end up having some gold traces on them. So, hey, that's another hidden score of gold. For sure, we're going to have a couple silver oscillators right there, and that's good. And we have a couple tactile switches, and we still got all the chips. So I tell you what, was it worth taking apart of a couple old wireless routers that you had laying around your house? Absolutely. So if you guys learned anything new or played along at home, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially all you guys that keep coming back and you're getting something out of these videos. Hey, we put these on for free for all y'all just so you can find your free gold every day. And for my subscribers, thank you guys so much for making this world go round. For my wife, I love you. And for my kids, go wash your face.